Hi, I'm Sifu Karen Schlachter, and I'm here in North Carolina, but I'm a history general with the Sport Karate Museum in Sugar Land, Texas. And today, I'm here to interview Sifu Josh Mayers.
How you doing? I'm Sifu Josh Mayers, and I'm located in Jacksonville, North Carolina, and I represent United Martial Arts Kung Fu Academy.
So you've been here in charge of this since 2019?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you love it?
I love it.
When it gets a hold of you? Yep.
I couldn't see myself doing anything else.
That's right. That's what it is. So what would you say is the biggest challenge to owning your own school? You're so young. How old are you?
I'm 39.
You're 39?
It's the rice
See
that
what
keeps
Kung
me
Fu
young.
does for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Keeps you young.
Mm-hmm. That and the Qigong. Yeah.
So you are 39, and you teach here, and you have a day job, and you have a wife and child?
Wife and 3 kids.
3 kids. That's your challenge, correct?
Yes, ma'am. It's quite difficult, but without the martial arts training, I don't know how I'd do it. So the martial arts training just reflects into everything I do.
It's who you are.
Yes, ma'am.
When you train and you love it and you start to teach, it becomes who you are. There's no separating it. And it takes a great spouse to support you with that.
Absolutely. Something I tell my students all the time is not only for me, but they should always be who they are in and out of the school. And I feel that way about myself.
That's right.
So
you represent the art wherever you go.
yes, ma'am.
At the mall, at the grocery store, and in the school.
With the hands you shake, the people you meet, definitely.
Yes, yes. Well, it's a wonderful occupation, but it is a lifestyle.
Definitely. That's one of the things I emphasize a lot with students that are new and old, is that this isn't just something we do for fun. Kung Fu is a lifestyle. It is a way of life. That's how I like to promote it.
Would you say it's a journey?
It is a journey, most definitely.
It sure is. Now, your children, do they train?
They do train. I actually met my wife here. So this is a long time ago, but at that time she was currently married to her ex-husband, but we kind of got together and the whole family trains here. So
that's wonderful. Does your wife hold rank?
Nothing as far as an instruction rank goes, but last time I checked, she was a purple sash.
Okay, so that's about midway?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so you use the color belt system?
I do. As I have grown into the teaching of martial arts and just owning the school, I've limited how much I promote, if that makes sense. It's just one of those things where
absolutely.
It's really about the consistency and the dedication that an individual puts into their training. You know, so if you're showing up once a week and expecting to be promoted in the next 2 months or so, it just doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
So what motivates you, and what motivated you, and now what motivates you?
At the time I was giving my final test from my Sifu, Bill Frost at the time, I felt my final test from him was I going to take this school over or just let it fade away? At the time he decided to retire from teaching. And at that year my son was born, and I didn't want to let this slip away, and I wanted to do something. And my Sifu always talked about destiny and how this was my destiny, and he still emphasizes that to this day. And I was not going to let this slip away, and I took control of it, and forward ever, backward never.
That's great. What got you started, though, in the martial arts?
When I was younger, I had always wanted to get into martial arts. My mom being a single parent at the time, it was very difficult for her to try to get me into martial arts, but I was always mesmerized by it. And there was a local karate school I had wanted to get into, but unfortunately I could never get into it back then. But in high school, a good group of friends of mine, they were training with my teacher in his backyard. They were private students.
Best place.
And I wanted in. Originally, my Sifu at the time was just wanting a new logo drawn, so my friends knew me as an artist. So instead of drawing the logo, I just became a student, and that's how it all started.
It's been the journey, the path, the hero's journey ever since, correct?
Yes, ma'am, definitely.
Well, thank you. We'll be right back.
So I'm Matthew Reeves with Reeves Bees Country Store. We have several different honeys. We raise our bees in Maysville, North Carolina. And we also infuse our honey with lime, turmeric, lavender, and jalapeno hot honey. We'll also whip our honey so people can spread it easier on their toast or their bagels. And the honey's just phenomenal with whatever you want to put it in. If you want to find out more, go to reevesbeescountrystore.com or find us on social media.
If you would like to work with Let's Bleed and be the store, you are please follow us on Instagram at Let's Bleed. I'm Manami Chopa. Bye!
Hey guys, I'm Peyton Wesson, and I'm going to be telling you about an amazing charity. Lance Britt is Vice President of We Can Do Kids Camp. The charity was founded by Cheryl Musgrove and Bill Cott. We Can Do Kids Camp empowers kids of all abilities to gain confidence to be successful in life through creative expression. To learn more or be part of Across the Canvas Productions promotions for We Can Do Kids Camp, visit acrossthecanvas.com. And please follow Lance Britt on Instagram, which is at Lance Britt. And to learn more about We Can Do Kids Camp, visit wecando.org. Bye guys, I hope you have an amazing day.
Welcome back. I'm Sifu Karen Schlachter here in Jacksonville, North Carolina, and I'm interviewing Sifu Josh Mayers.
How you doing?
You want to tell them where you're located before we even go any further?
Absolutely. So I'm located in Jacksonville, North Carolina, address 125 Henderson Drive. I always tell people it's close to the Mai Tai restaurant.
Which sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
So now say I'm a new student, or I'm someone who's watched a lot of TV, a lot of movies, a lot of anime, and I want to do this. Is this the place for me to come?
Absolutely. Whenever I have students come in, that's one of the first questions I ask them. Do you watch anime? Do you watch Power Rangers? Because as a kid, I loved Power Rangers. I loved to act like I was fighting bad guys, throwing punches and kicks and whatnot. So a common question I'll ask newcomers, especially kids.
Yeah. Hey, they're the best students with this kind of work because they see it and they love it. Mm-hmm. They immediately identify that they can do that.
Yes, ma'am.
So what would you say is the first thing you start them on?
So typically whenever a new student comes in, whether a child or adult, I introduce them to basic stances that we cover, such as Mabu, which is horse stance, and horse stance is in just about every form of martial art.
I think you're
so
right.
I just show them how to sit there in a horse stance. We'll cover basic strikes, punches, kicks, talking jabs, cross. We'll go into different fighting stances. We call them fighting horses here. And I'll show them side kicks, front kicks, etc. So very basic stuff to kind of give them a feel for something.
So right away they're doing something.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's wonderful. And do they come once, twice, 3 times a week?
So whenever I sign people up, whenever they're deciding that this is a journey that they want to take, I really try to emphasize on them the importance of coming as much as they can. I know that some kids and whatnot, they have extracurricular activities going on, so they can only make it like once or twice a week. But I would love to see students in here as much as they can get in here. That's the best way to benefit from martial arts, no matter what discipline.
Do you teach them self-control and self-defense?
Yes, ma'am. There's been students in the past where, especially the youngins, where they would kind of just, not to say get out of hand, but their emotions would get the best of them.
Oh, yeah.
I actually had an individual, teenager, that really lost his cool, and there's some foul things going on, and I had to kind of set him straight. But it's the job of a
part of
Sifu.
life, yeah.
The Sifu means teacher or father. So as a father of the school, I have to take care of things sometimes.
So where are you on your dream?
My dream. I am trying to perfect something that cannot be perfected. So with that being said, I just keep moving and as best as I can until I can't anymore.
You still train yourself, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a teacher and you see him on regular basis?
My current Sifu is Sifu Greg Zilb. He is based in Holtzville, New York. He represents authentic Shaolin Kung Fu. And we communicate through phone calls, text messages. I'll send him videos of the forms that I've recorded. I've participated in his seminars in person. In fact, he'll be here November 2nd of this year, where he'll be covering a Tai Chi straight sword seminar on top of a Shaolin form that he'll be covering with my students.
Sounds wonderful. I will check in with that.
Yes, ma'am.
That sounds like fun. So you have a varied styles of wushu here. Do you want to explain what wushu really is?
Sure thing. So for a lot of people that are familiar with wushu, it's more of like the modern martial art in China. It's very flashy, acrobatic. Unfortunately, there's not too much practical application to it. Very flashy and exciting to watch.
Very pretty.
But wushu, I believe we were talking about it earlier, translates to essentially war art or martial art. So it's really the term for martial art.
Yes.
Kung Fu is translated to a skill attained through hard work.
Or talent, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So anyone can have good Kung Fu, right? So I currently teach a variety of, I would say, northern and southern styles. A lot of my self-defense applications are based off on Wing Chun, mixed it with some Chin Op. So they're both close-range martial arts. So they're kind of melded together. But you know, self-defense is self-defense. So I always say that the body can only move so many ways. So you'll see common self-defense applications throughout different styles of martial arts.
Sure, and when you get into Chin-Na, you're talking about a lot of the old jiu-jitsu techniques.
Joint manipulation.
But Chin-Na is much older.
Yes, ma'am.
Much more refined. Well, okay, how can someone reach you?
I unfortunately don't have a website, but I do have a social media platform, so you can check me out on Facebook at Mayers Wushu. That's Mayers WUSHU, and that'll be the same for Instagram. Just look me up on Mayers Wushu. You'll see the tiger logo behind me. So you'll know that's me once you find me.
Fujao. Well, that's wonderful. We want to thank you and wish you all the best, and you just have to keep practicing. There's
Yes,
never a good reason not to practice.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Shay Shay.
See you soon.
So I'm Matthew Reeves with Reeves Bees Country Store. We have several different honeys. We raise our bees in Maysville, North Carolina. And we also infuse our honey with lime, turmeric, lavender, and jalapeno hot honey. We'll also whip our honey so people can spread it easier on their toast or their bagels. And the honey's just phenomenal with whatever you want to put it in. If you want to find out more, go to reevesbeescountrystore.com or find us on social media.
If you would like to walk with Let's Bleed and be the store, you are please follow us on Instagram at Let's Bleed. I'm Manami Chopa. Bye!
Hey guys, I'm Peyton Wesson, and I'm going to be telling you about an amazing charity. Lance Britt is Vice President of We Can Do Kids Camp. The charity was founded by Cheryl Musgrove and Bill Cott. We Can Do Kids Camp empowers kids of all abilities to gain confidence to be successful in life through creative expression. To learn more or be part of Across the Canvas Productions promotions for We Can Do Kids Camp, visit acrossthecanvas.com. And please follow Lance Britt on Instagram, which is at Lance Britt. And to learn more about We Can Do Kids Camp, visit wecando.org. Bye guys, I hope you have an amazing day.
Welcome to Blank Surfaces. I'm Catherine Sewell, and I'm here with Jack T. Perry, who is an international recording artist and well known as a drummer.
Thank you. How are you doing?
Fine. It's so good to finally meet you
Finally.
after all these years. I've heard about you.
I've watched a lot of shows and watched you a lot on Lance's shows, and finally get to meet you.
Well, it's exciting to meet you too, and I also would like to hear a little bit about your background and experience.
Wow. Well, this year, okay.
Why don't we start with how you became a drummer and when and your interest in that. I'd like to know that.
I was very young, probably about third grade. I started playing. I worked off and on in school throughout high school and the marching bands, and I played at Fork Union Military Academy. I was there, and also at the Oak Ridge Military Academy, where I learned a lot of different styles of drumming for marching band and that type of thing, and it's just something that stuck with me. I've been doing this now for 60 years this year.
Wow.
I'm kind of stuck with it.
And it all started in third grade.
Yeah.
And you knew then that you wanted to be a drummer.
Well, it was a good outlet for me. I'm from a big family, and it gave me some time to be by myself to do what I like to do. It was, like I said, a great outlet for me to learn how to play. I really enjoyed music, and at that particular point, my brothers and sisters had all kinds of styles they liked to play, and my parents were really into big band music, and they were teaching me all about the great drummers of the 30s and 40s and 50s, and so it was just something just stuck. And like I said, I've really enjoyed it all my life. It's taken me a lot of places.
Well, tell us, what have you done since the 3rd grade?
Well, I tell you, it's. I think I've been pretty fortunate. Music's taken me all over the world, over into Japan, Hiroshima, Greenland, Hawaii. I've been all over the world, really, and probably 37 states in the United States.
My goodness.
So it was many years I was on the road. I was touring and traveling, and I got to see so many great things. It was so much fun. It was.
Sounds like it. Well, we'll be right back with Jack T. Perry.
So I'm Matthew Reeves with Reeves Bees Country Store. We have several different honeys. We raise our bees in Maysville, North Carolina. And we also infuse our honey with lime, turmeric, lavender, and jalapeno hot honey. We'll also whip our honey so people can spread it easier on their toast or their bagels. And the honey's just phenomenal with whatever you want to put it in. If you want to find out more, go to reevesbeescountrystore.com or find us on social media.
If you would like to walk with Let's Bleed and be the store, you are please follow us on Instagram at Let's Bleed. I'm Manami Chopa. Bye!
Hey guys, I'm Peyton Wesson, and I'm going to be telling you about an amazing charity. Lance Britt is Vice President of We Can Do Kids Camp. The charity was founded by Cheryl Musgrove and Bill Cott. We Can Do Kids Camp empowers kids of all abilities to gain confidence to be successful in life through creative expression. To learn more or be part of Across the Canvas Productions promotions for We Can Do Kids Camp, visit acrossthecanvas.com. And please follow Lance Britt on Instagram, which is at Lance Britt. And to learn more about We Can Do Kids Camp, visit wecando.org. Bye guys, I hope you have an amazing day.
You have an exciting upcoming project. Would you like to tell us about it?
I have a couple of them, really.
Oh.
One of them is I'm in the middle of doing drum tracks for Mr. Lance Britt, which includes guitar player Guy Walker, which is already, I've heard the tracks come back and they sound great, and I'm really excited to hear more. So that's probably the biggest thing I got going on at this moment.
Okay, and tell our audience where they may find you on social media.
Social media, it's Thunder Studio, Onslow County, Jack T. Perry. Easy to find. Also, you can just Google Jack T. Perry drums, and just about any kind of page you want to find or information on me will come up.
Thanks, Jack.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you for watching Blank Surfaces.